Hey everybody, Trail Dog Adventures here. We're doing a little product review on this video, and we're going to be talking about the Garmin Astro. This happens to be the 320 model, and this is not a paid endorsement. This unit was bought by me with my own money probably 4, almost 5 years ago now. So this is all based off of personal use, and this is something that I always keep with me with my dogs. I bought it with when I had Mo, and I was losing him sometimes in the desert because even though it looks flat, there's a lot of ravines out there, and I'd have him be in front of me. Next thing I know, he's behind me. So I bought this to help me keep track of him. Now there's a lot of hunting features that are incorporated into this, and I see it more of like a for use of like hunting, training, and I use it just for basic insurance, knowing where my dog is at all the time, or all the times. So this is the handheld. And what I'll do is I'll put some little screenshots in throughout the video just to kind of go along with what I'm talking about real quick. But this is going to be more high level type of video that I just happens to be in regards to my usage. So I'm not going to go into all the features on it. But I basically use it to just to keep track of them. When you got a high energy dog like Mo was and like Toby is, they get out in the desert, they love to run, they kind of lose track of what's going on with their nose, and they start going into hunting mode. But this is the dog collar, and you've got your GPS tracker right here. This is the base unit, and you got your little charging part right there, which comes with the adapter in the box, and this is the cable or the antenna that connects back to the unit here. So all you got to do is you turn on your unit and it'll start getting your GPS location. Then press this button here, and then it'll connect to your handheld. So you'll know where this collar is at all times. Now this collar, or this unit here, you can actually use multiple collars to it, so you can track multiple dogs. I just happen to have the one for my needs, but it'll tell you exactly where they're at all times in regards to where you're at. You'll know based off this flashing green light that the collar is actually activated, and then when it does make connection, and they say that it sends a pin number, a 4-number pin to the collar for security reasons, so that way you can run multiple dogs and other people can't interfere with your connection to the dog also if they're using the same type of unit. So you can actually track waypoints. It'll also show the track, or the location and the track of your dog as they're moving about, and it'll also show your location and your track also, so you can monitor this in different ways. It has a feature here that says dog, and when you press the dog function, it will tell you the distance that you are from the dog and which direction they're actually in, which is a very handy feature, and I use it quite often. It'll tell you when they're near you, the distance. It'll even tell you if they happen to stop at something and they call it treeing or quarrying. I may not get the terminology right, but it'll give you a beep and a buzz when your dog's stationary for a period of time. The other feature that I use the most is the map feature, which will show you guys in regards to where you're at with each other on the map. You got the in and out buttons here, which will zoom you in and out, so you can see a broader or narrower picture of the map itself. If the dog happens to go off the map, it will have an icon on the side show you the direction that the dog is in with the distance. Now there's another feature that's in the back that you can find underneath the back cover here, underneath the batteries, is where you can actually add a SD chip where you can add map features. Now I went ahead and bought the topographical maps, which is helpful for me, where I can actually keep an eye on where he's at in the terrain and also know where I'm at in the terrain for both of us. So I can know if he's up on a rise or down in a ravine. So it's a handy feature for me that I find good for my needs. As you can see here, it takes AA batteries. I use rechargeables, so I always charge them up before we leave. The collar itself has a rechargeable battery. You get the adapter in the box. You can see the pins right here. So in addition, with the map features, you can actually drop waypoints also. If you're hunting or if you find some sort of a feature out there that applies to what you're doing, you can actually drop a waypoint and have that for future reference. So the one thing that this thing, how it communicates, is point to point from the antennas. Now that becomes an issue sometimes, and this is probably one of the only cons that I have, is that if he goes up over a rise or drops into a ravine, I lose contact with him. It'll show you the last point of contact, but at that point, you lose your dog. So when it actually does get back in contact, it will reestablish it. But you won't get that track information of where your dog actually was without the communication coming to your device. So that's the only con I really have with that. Other than that, to me, this is more of an insurance policy for me knowing where my dog is at all times, making sure that he's safe, because out here in the desert, your dog could get hurt in various different ways, whether it be loose rocks, cactus, whatever the case may be, where you actually need to go recover your animal. One of the other cons that I've actually got is that it's hard to find cases for these things to protect the unit. I don't know if you can see, but on here I've actually got a blemish from over the years of usage that is actually on the screen itself. Now, I obviously didn't get a screen protector at the time that since I've gotten it, but it is what it is at this point. But I found these guys. They've got them at my local store. It's from Gizmo Vest, which actually works. You slip it inside here. It's got a little pocket clip, which this had at one time, but I've lost it over the years, where it slides on here. But it's pretty sturdy, protects the unit as a whole, but it doesn't protect the screen. It sits in there like that. Other features that I like is you can actually easily load this into your computer, the handheld unit that is. It's got a little adapter here, your power adapter, USB, and you load that into Garmin Express, and you can easily register the unit and also get updates. For all of the tracking and waypoint information or the mapping, you've got to go into Basecamp with Garmin, and then you can actually take a look at all of your different tracks that you have recorded in this. It'll show your track, it'll show the dog's track. You when you click on it, it'll actually break down through waypoints and everything. All of the different statistical information, like max speed, average time stopped, elevations, which is actually fun information. You know, and you can actually see how fast your dog has been traveling, which I always find fun. But you also have all that track information for future reference. If you're interested in keeping it, you can go ahead and save it into your computer for future reference. So there's a lot of other features that are in these units. I don't use all of them, but the ones that I actually use are the waypoints, the track logs, and the visualization of where my dog is at all times. Even though you do lose contact if you don't have point-to-point access with your transmissions, it's actually helped me considerably at times to relocate my dog, whether it be Mo or Toby over here, because Toby does like to run off every once in a while. Not too long ago, in these hills behind me, we were doing a quick little run, and he decided to sprint off on me, and I ended up tracking him down about 4 miles away from where we started. And the only reason I was able to find him, because I located him after dark, was because of this unit. We reestablished contact, and I was able to figure out where he was at that time, and he was quite a ways away. But he's excitable, and he loves to run, and sometimes he just doesn't care. I do recommend this unit, even with the flaws that I just discussed. I think everybody should have one. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description. I'll put a link in the description to the Garmin site. If you want to take a look at all the additional features that are in this unit, go ahead and click on the link and see what you think. There's other various models that are out there of these. I don't know what additional features they may have. They may be more modern. I don't know. Check it out yourself. But it's definitely good to have. Dogs are fast, and if you want to keep track of them, I would recommend having one of these units, even if they're just behaving for the day. You never know. All it takes is one rabbit to run. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope this is informative. This was kind of high level, but I was looking at this and I figured that it wouldn't be bad to talk about, because I talked to other dog owners. They asked me about it. In regards to the price, it's still running at the same type of price level that when I got it, and that was a number of years ago. And I saw that Garmin is selling these for $600. Might seem pricey, but it, like I said, it's like an insurance policy, and you know, sometimes it's just rough not knowing where your dog is, and this helps you out. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope this was informative. I hope this wasn't too boring. But if you have any questions, send me a comment. Check out the link. And I will be talking to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.